Welcome to the requested special live broadcast from the Lone Wrench Garage. Got my sidekick, Henry, the Christmas Hippo, here. He escaped from the Never Done Project Zoo. I think they're probably still looking for him. So, John Deere, how are you? JB, welcome. How's the progress on the house going? Did you take the day off from it for Christmas? Not much. I've been out here working on the old tang, finding problems right and left. Unfortunately, the problems I'm finding, I wish I'd have found them a few days ahead of time. That way I could have asked Santa for some stuff. But evidently, I wasn't very good this year. Because what I found under the tree left from Santa was this. Y'all know what that is? That'd be a lump of coal. So guess I wasn't a very good guy this year. Oh well, there's always next year. Bigfoot, welcome. Merry Christmas to you. Cleaning today. God, I hate cleaning. Almost as much as I hate working on a Ford. But I guess we got to do it anyway. Can't afford to pay somebody else to do it, that's for sure. After today, I might actually have enough footage to do a video on the Mustang. Well, that's my hope. John Deere, to be honest, I have yet to check them out, but I will. I will do that right after this live stream. I've dabbled with that song making thing. It's just another thing to pay for, and I'm too tight to pay for having unlimited songs. So usually it lets me make about 2 of them, and now I'm done. So, how's y'all's Christmas doing? Did you get what you wanted for Christmas? Yes, that's the one I've got loaded. It's the one that Randy told me about, and I think it lets you make 2 a day. But I guess I'm really picky on the music that I want to put in, and it takes me quite a while to find a song to go with my shorts, because I try to make the song match the vehicles on my shorts. I don't know if I hit it every time, but I try to put it out there. Did you cook them ribs today, JB? I'm thinking it's almost 80 degrees here. We got tomorrow and then Saturday. Oh, it lets you make 4 or 5? Okay. Maybe it's 2 different songs and gives you 2 choices on each one. So, if you guys would hit the like button for me, I appreciate it. I plan on trying to do some type of video for New Year's. I don't know if I'll get it done. I'm got some New Year goals to try to maintain this year better than this last year. Getting ready to make that happen. Well, them ribs will be good reward for having to clean a bathroom. That's for sure. Welcome, Patrick. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Did you have a good Christmas or in the process of having a good Christmas? I have to ask. My curiosity is killing me, Patrick. The letters and numbers after on the second part of your name, does that have any meaning to it? Hello, Carlos. Welcome. Thanks for coming in, buddy. How was your Christmas? Yes, he is. Or yes, he was born. Yes. Really? I think a lot of my neighbors got a pew pew too. I thought I was going to have to start dodging some rounds because they were sounding awful close. Nothing wrong with a 22. I wish I had a little bit better 22 rifle, but it is what it is. I don't like I would use them. I'm too tight to target practice, and you used to be able to target practice pretty cheap for the 22, but not anymore. Not after the shortage of 22 rounds. Okay, all right, the Grandstand. I thought it might have been like Kansas City or something like that. Joe Bird, welcome, buddy. Did you have a good Christmas? Hey, Richard. How are you? Well, a lot of you guys showed up today. I appreciate that. Radio? Are you a ham radio? There's a few people around here, ham radio people. Great. I am glad you had a good Christmas, Joe Bird. Did you get everything you wanted? Thanks, Richard. Do like what Richard says. Hit that like button. Good. Good to hear. The Mustang needs plungers in a bad way. This is how much strength it's got. I'm not putting that much pressure on it. And this was the best one. What's up, this? Yeah, I understand that, Carlo. It's it seems like Christmas is never the same after your parents are gone. Just take something away from it. Mine's been gone for a few years now, and it definitely makes a difference. That was probably the last real good Christmas I had was when they were still alive, living with us. So. 430 for 50 rounds of 22. The I bought the bucket of bullets. I think it's got 1,000 rounds in it. I can't remember what I give for it. That is a Mustang, Rajna. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I flunked hooked on phonics, so it is a Mustang. It's a 1999 35th anniversary, and it doesn't run yet. But we're getting closer to making that happen. Yeah, I know, Patrick, that YouTube jacked a bunch of stuff up. I think they all sit in their little cubicles and see how they can mess with the little people, you know? Kind of like the government. Oh, the plungers? Believe it or not, Rock Auto don't even list this as part. I, I thought I'd get by with. I'm gonna have to, unfortunately, make a large order, from what it appears from Rock Auto. So, we all know how the logistics are nowadays, so I'm hoping after the first year it'll be a little quicker. But yeah, these are, I can't really read the numbers on them. They're 20 inches and they collapse down to 12 inches. So, no, I remember when you used to pick them up for about $9-10, but I think they're about 20 some now. And naturally, it takes two of them, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but the ball head is inside of it. Which I'm not too worried about this because this thing's weak anyway. It's getting the riveted ball head remainder out of the bracket. And there's not a whole lot of room to get a grinder in there or cutoff wheel. So I'll get it. It just may not be pretty and may take a little paint to cover up the mess. Luckily, when YouTube did that, all that name changing, I already had mine both set for Lone Wrench Garage, so it didn't affect mine. I know a lot of people it did, so. Hugh, how are you? Merry Christmas again. Did you have a good visit with the family last night and today? Get all the grandbabies what they wanted? Yep. Yeah, we're, I guess, some of the lucky ones, Hugh. Colleen, Merry Christmas. How are you? Was Santa good to you this year? Obviously, I was not very good. This is what he left me, Colleen. What do you think about that? That's about par for me, though. For the next 3 minutes, yeah. Probably take me over 3 minutes to get it lit. Oh well, I don't need it today. It's probably almost 80 degrees here today. You guys will be getting that weather tomorrow. We will pay for this. We will. It now, granted, this could change at any second with the Weather Channel. I think it's supposed to be again like 78 again tomorrow, 76 on Saturday, 65 and rain all day on Sunday, and on Monday, a high of 34 degrees. So, we will pay. But I'm not going to complain. This weather, Christmas time, makes me almost feel like I'm living in Florida. Oh, I know. Vic, thanks for coming, buddy. Merry Christmas to you. Yes, it is. It is very beautiful out today. Reaper, how are you? Merry Christmas, buddy. Like I said, I did manage to make some headway on the Mustang. I can't spill the beans yet. Let's just say I smell like gasoline, or what used to resemble gasoline. So, hello, Stacy. Happy Christmas to you. Seth, how are you? Glad everybody could come. Hit that like button if y'all would before you peel out. I made them all lowercase. Yep. Yeah, I don't know where you're from, Patrick, but here they actually, you can get a specialized ham radio license plate for your vehicles. I don't know if they do in other states or not. I think I have seen in a couple other states, but I know they're pretty popular here in Missouri. So great, Reaper. That is great. Everybody's having a good time, hanging out with family. That is cool. We did our Christmas a little early this year, so just the two of us today and the dogs. So, and I think the dogs are pretty much sleeping in most of the day. I've been over here working on this in the shop and it's been fairly quiet. And very few bad words said today, which is shocking. But that happens when you work on Fords. If you guys ever work on a Ford, you'll understand why. Yeah, it's funny how they take up a large portion of the couch. Yeah, I'll definitely check out them songs when we get done here. So what'd you get, Joe Bird? Did you get anything cool? I know you said something about you were going to get something, and sorry, but I don't remember what you said you were going to get for Christmas. Did you get what you thought you were going to? That's your cue to say, to go. You said Ford. Yes, I did. I did say Ford. I didn't say good things about the Ford. All right, Vic. I understand. You're a hater. You're a Ford hater. I know. At no point in time did I ever say anything good about a Ford. You know what the good day is being a Ford ownership? The day you sell it. Kind of like same way with a boat. The best day of ownership is the first day and the last day. All the days in between are all about spending money. Well, unfortunately, Bick, speaking of spending money, Rock Auto is we're going to be on a first name basis for a little while. Because we'll be doing a little shopping there. Because I can't afford the local parts store. I can't afford to pay for their roof and their electricity bill. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do some translation on Richard's live stream. I'm kind of hard hearing, so I don't understand a lot, and live streams don't let you close caption. So, oh, they have. I actually went into. We had family here last weekend, and we went into the Michael's Craft Store. I don't know if y'all have heard of them or have them, but I looked at a dry erase board, and it was pretty good sized dry erase board. It was probably, I'm going to say 2.5 by 3 foot. They wanted $100 for a dry erase board, which you could go to the lumber company and buy that same material and have your own dry erase board, but you're paying for the convenience and the fancy framing. Three Wheeler, how are you? Welcome. So I got a question. You're a three-wheeler lover. Do you have any? Do you own any three-wheelers? 140 for your for a coil pack for your Kia? Yeah. I mean, I'm all about supporting the brick and mortar stores, but there comes a time and a place where you just can't afford to sometimes. I mean, I'm willing to pay $20 more at a brick and mortar store. I don't care. That's no big deal. It's nice to have the convenience of having them here, uh, but I'm not going to pay double the price. That's just, as far as I'm concerned, taking advantage. So, you have a 1983 200E and a 1985, but I'm slowly working away to some more. Oh, okay. Somebody asked me the other day if I had any leads on any three wheelers or knew where there were any for sale, and unfortunately, I do not. Uh, I'm going to say the people that have them are hanging on to them, but yeah, I years ago I had a 185, and I was so used to having a dirt bike, and every time I had a habit of putting my feet down, and every time I'd pop a wheelie, and well, on a three wheeler, you know what happens when you put your feet down. Kind of hard on the calves. I've got rid of all the two wheelers I've had, and now I just have a side by side, and I use it like a work vehicle, golf cart, whatever you want to call it. Haul junk around in it. So, well, JB, tell me when them ribs are done. I'll be over. I think I probably got a little time to get there, so it's going to take a while to cook the ribs, I imagine. Big Red, yep, I remember the Big Reds. A Yama Dog. That 250R, that was one of the racers, wasn't it? Appreciate it, JB. Cool. I'm not into I don't know nothing about the RC stuff, so uh, I know you guys are into it and know exactly what you're talking about, and Lotus and all them, but I was asking, I'd kind of like to get a what the hell they're called? I want to say droid, whatever. The fly around, take aerial videos. I think that'd be kind of neat. Your neighbor, my neighbor put riding lawnmower tires on the rear and race around. Well, I guess he wouldn't tear up the grass near as bad. Now, see, I'm stupid enough. I put tractor tires on the damn thing, and see how big a rooster tails I could make with them. 80s, yeah. Yep. The things you could get by with back then that you can't now. I know you reminisce and talk about some of the old days. The younger generation lose interest and leave. I remember doing that on somebody else's live. We started talking, reminiscing a little bit about some of the stuff back in the 70s and 80s, and even the 90s, and they were pretty much clueless to it. To drift machine. Now I think the drift machine might be kind of cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been burnt by motorcycle pipes and uh, more than once. That's why I always made it a rule. I never ever, and I would never wear shorts or open shoes, which I never wear open shoes anyway. Riding any type of uh, motorcycle, go kart, anything else, and I wouldn't let anybody else if they were going to ride on the back. Uh, they would have to put on closed shoes and long pants because been there, done that, and seen them get burnt. And then guess whose fault it was? It was mine. There's no telling, Joe Bird. What is it? If it's a gremlin, I got dibs. Inner thigh, inner calf was always yellowishly infected and looked all the time, depending on what we rode. Yeah. Yeah, when probably from the time I was probably 7 years old uh, to 15 or 16, we rode everywhere. And one of the first things I had, and you guys probably never heard of it, was a Honda QA50. Top speed, 27 mile an hour. Two-speed automatic. And Merry Christmas to you, three-wheeler. That's kind of just assumed at this point anymore, right? I went from that to a Yamaha DT 125. I think it had another letter after it. Uh, it's kind of a trail sport bike. I had that for quite a while. That was a good bike. Brand new, out the door, 1975, $595. Don't why I remember that, I don't know. I was a kid, but I remember what it cost. I would love to have a Trail 70, a Honda Trail 70, but man, them things are crazy high if you can find one. They're kind of cool for camping and stuff. Most campgrounds won't let you have them anymore because of the has to be street legal. But went from a KX80 to wow, that's a big jump to a 250 and didn't. Wow. Yeah, that's going from something that's pretty gutless to a 250 is pretty doggone powerful. 550 Honda. Not much of a friend. Did he pay for it, JB, after he totaled it out? I knew what you meant, Hugh. I know. Voice text sucks. Now, when I became an adult, I think I bought a Kawasaki 440 LTD. I liked the bike a lot, but it's pretty small for well, it was all right for me, but two people, it wasn't very good for two people because it was just two-cylinder. Top speed was about 70. Did he leave town on his own, or did you run him out of town, JB? Did no one want it, or they want too much money for it? I'm thinking. From looking at some stuff on Facebook, it appears you might have been kind of a little bit on the bad side at one time. Nobody should probably mess with you. I'm just guessing, JB. I don't know. We were all tough in our own minds back in our younger days, right? I'm pretty tough until I get out of bed in the morning, and then the aches and pains catch up with me. Well, that could be true for everybody, but I don't want on your bad side, JB. Indestructible. That's right. What was that old saying? Young, dumb, and yeah, didn't have enough sense to know better to be scared when we should have been, right? Man, it rolled quick. Trying to catch up here. Brittle, yes, brittle. Yes, correct. Hello, Craig. How are you? We made some headway on the Tang today. Not good headway, but we're finding problems right and left, so I'm going to try to piece something together on it because it's going to be a logistic nightmare at this point to get some parts for her. Or at least the first of it. What's up, Ho-Ho Dennis? How are you? Was Santa good to you? I'll show you what Santa got me. What do you think of that? Tells you how good I was. Oh, why is this not scrolling today? Yeah, I think I'm on about number 8 or 9 on lives. I don't know. There's probably a couple times I probably shouldn't have. I probably shouldn't have walked away. Well, I don't know, Joe. You tell me. Does it look real or does it look fake? Hey, score. Sweatshirt and a pocket knife. Pocket knives aren't cheap. Yep, I'm showing 11, but that's okay. Had 26 yesterday. It looks fake, huh? Well, it may be. I don't think the paint's dry quite right yet. Hello, Jim. How are you? Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, all knives, sir. And I remember years ago, Case, what it, double X, triple X, whatever they were crazy expensive too. But it's like everything else. Yeah, it's like everything else. The quality of the case knives went downhill too. Yes, the hippo will eat it. The hippo is a troublemaker, guys. Hippo or Zippo? Yeah, yeah. He busted the damn grill out of the Pinto. You guys seen that? And I wasn't real happy with that. But it's hard to get good help, and then when they're a hippo, it's even harder to get a good hippo. This morning he had an accident in the floor, so he had to get put in timeout. Yeah, he looks happy-go-lucky, but he's really a troublemaker. He escaped from Never Done Project Zoo, so I don't know how the heck he made it all the way over here. I can't keep a knife very long because I end up bleeding. Are you talking to me, JB, about my number? Or are you talking to somebody else? I can get you my number. You're talking to me. So everybody used to carry a knife in my family when I was young, and the three-bladed knife was the best. And I don't know if you guys ever played Mumpeg. I think it's what we called it. You open up all three of your blades and you would flip it, kind of like a variation of a washer game. But you'd flip the knife, and how it landed, it scored a different amount of points. And then the winner would, at the end, would drive a wooden matchstick into the ground, and the loser would have to pull the matchstick out with their teeth. It's a lot funner than it sounds, but I remember I won one game and ended up breaking the match off, and I drove that thing flush down to the dirt, and my uncle had to dig it out with his teeth, and he was a good sport about it. He did it. Yep, it happens, you. It happens to all of us. Okay. I can probably do that on Messenger if you like. Or I can send it if you have do you have your email in your YouTube info? If not, I can email it to you. Yeah, I can get it to you. Not a problem. Okay. I'll I'll work on that tonight for you. I'll either send it one way or the other or both ways, and hell, I don't have a problem. I'll give you all my contact info. It's fine with me. So I ain't got nothing to hide. Now, unless you're gonna come looking for me. Today, Richard, the weather's probably 75 degrees. No wind. Sun shining. Hang on here. I get it to turn. Guess I could have just turned the camera around the other direction. But anyway, yeah, it's nice, sunny, beautiful day. Can't complain. Tomorrow's supposed to be nice too. It's supposed to be nice till Monday, Richard. Come Monday, the high is going to be 34 degrees. Yep. Well, the sun's got to catch up. You guys are an hour ahead of us, so it starts getting dark here around, which should be 6 o'clock your time, but about 5 o'clock our time. I like summertime when it doesn't get dark till 8 o'clock. Yeah. If I had to work for a living again, my favorite shift, I loved working evenings when I worked. I don't know why, but I did. I guess the sun going down, well, and the job that I had, you kind of had the best of both worlds. Um, but I don't know. I always liked the sun going down, and if I had to pick a shift, it would probably be a 2 o'clock till 10 at night during the summer. And during the wintertime, it would be more like noon to 8. So, but that would be my favorite times to work. Problem is it's hard to do that and have family life a lot of times. Cuts into a lot of stuff. Oh, you and me both, Hugh. God, I hated midnights. Yeah. We did 10-hour shifts, and we worked from 10 to 7. I think it was 10 to 7, 10 to 8. I don't know. I don't remember now. It was a blur. I was asleep half the time. So, and it's always I didn't realize it's always colder an hour before the sun comes up. That's the coldest time of the day seemed like. Yeah. Yeah, if I had to do 7 to 7, it would be the AM to PM. That would be my choice. But most of my jobs, with the exception of the last couple, when I worked in a factory, they never rotated. But when I started, I was on midnights for like 9 or 10 months. Oh, it was miserable. You don't know what to do half the time. But then I had enough seniority that I was pretty much on day shift most of the time I was there. I think I was number 10 in seniority and like 60 people, so I kind of got in on the ground floor. Yeah, I didn't know what actually caused it, but most people don't know it unless you work midnights and you're out in it. So, but working winter midnight shift out in the weather to me was just miserable. I cringed at wintertime. I'm still not a fan, but hey, I can't say anything bad about this weather right now. So. Enjoy it while we can, guys, because it's going to catch up with us. Yep. I know Tim from up there in Michigan, I think all he's been doing is pretty much plowing snow. Daily, they're getting hit every day. Yeah, as much as I hate the thought of you, we will, but we definitely need the moisture. I don't know how it is in North Carolina, but almost all the ponds, the lakes, everything here is the water's way, way down. The last few years, we go from flooded to drought. Don't seem like there's no in between. I know this is a big fishing area, and I know it probably really messes up the fishermen a lot. That they have a lot of tournaments around here. Not that I'm a fisherman, but I'm not a mechanic either. So I like to fish. Just don't go very often. Just don't take the time. I need to do more of it because I need to restock my ponds. And that's the cheap way to do it. Yep. Yeah, I don't know what's up with it. But I think though, probably when we were younger, we really didn't pay that much attention to the weather near as much as we do as we get older and the aches and pains start uh, making us recognize the weather change more often. Yeah, well, I could get the conspiracy theory going, but ain't none of you want to hear that. So let's just say some of this weather I don't believe is natural. Yep, you are right, Hugh. You are right. I'm trying to think the gentleman that requested this live today is not in here. I was signing off yesterday and he's like, "You going to be live tomorrow?" I said, "Well, hadn't really planned on it because I normally just do one live stream and they're on Wednesdays." And, but he's like, "Do one." So here I am. I'm out here and I don't think he is. Oh well. I honestly can't remember who he was, but anyway, we're gonna run it till I see the Randys come on, and then well, he probably will, but I'm not gonna run it no 2 hours or 9 minutes today. I'm gonna run it till the Randys come on, and then I'm gonna sign off and call it a day. Um, I try not to cut into other people's time when they're doing a live stream, and I appreciate that, Carlos. I really, really do. And you know what would be great if you guys could do? I know it's a little after the fact for Christmas. My email is in on my YouTube channel on the about thing. If you guys want to shoot me an email, I'll send you guys some stickers. I mean, it's not much, but everybody likes stickers, you know. But I'll shoot you guys out some stickers. G Train, what's up? Merry Christmas to you. But if you guys want to do that, because I have no way of knowing where y'all live, and I'll send you guys a couple stickers apiece. I was going to put them out there for sale, but right now I don't care. I've got several. I bought them once I got my 500 subscribers, and that was my gift to me for the work. But I don't have any right now. I'd show you exactly what I'd send you. And I don't. That's why this car ain't running. Now I figured it out. I have no stickers on the back of it. I got to get my channel stickers on the back of it. Maybe it'll run. Or maybe it won't. But, yeah, it's worth a thought. But, yeah, I'd be more than happy to send you guys out some care packages. Some stickers. Like I say, won't be much, but be something. I know some of you already got some, but if you want some more, let me know. I handed some out during the No Name Nationals, and kind of one of the reasons I got them. But got plenty more. And if I run out, I'll buy more. So I may end up putting one of these cars on a sticker. I know some of the other channels do that with their popular cars. They'll make some kind of cartoonish deal. Maybe I can get Olivia to make some kind of cartoonish deal with the van, or we'll wait till the Mustang gets running before we decide what we're going to do with that. I'm not going to make any stickers on it until I know she's going to pan out. But so far this year, we have got four project vehicles. That's two of them's in waiting. You guys have seen the other ones already. You may have seen the other ones under the tarp and stuff, but they'll be coming up, and I'll probably do a little more around the first of the year, the announce of what I'm going to do and my plans for the channel. And let's just say I'm gonna try to do a little bit better this next year on content, and try to make better content, more quality content, and see if I can get a laugh out of y'all every now and then. Can't take his life too serious. Got to enjoy it. Yeah, G-Train, hit that like and sub the channels on here. Sub me and sub the channels. Help support. You know, JB, you got to do what you got to do. You got to take care of business at home, and we all go through a slump every now and then. And this month has been tough on me. I've been in the slump, not been able to post anything or not post anything, and this thing here has driven me crazy. Been to the point a couple times I don't know what to do with it. I think today I found a major problem of why it won't start. Now, figuring out how to correct the problem. Well, I know how to correct the problem. But let's say correct the problem without costing an arm and a leg. My correcting the problem would be take the keys out of the ignition and put another car underneath it, but we're not going to do that. JB, there's sometimes I just don't have the content to post, and you know, yeah, I could probably post something, but try to make it to where at least people will watch it for longer than 2 minutes. You know, I'm sure everybody out there has that same issue. That last little video, I think the average watch time was 55 seconds. I know it's not the greatest, but I didn't think it sucked that bad, but oh well. It's still content, I guess. Well, see, and JB, your machine shop's kind of holding you up, I think, on your deal. And then, you know, you had that wrench thrown in the middle of it. That takes priority over YouTube by far. Yep, you are 100% correct. And if you were just a tad bit closer, JB, I'd come over and help you with your mess you got, because I can butcher wood with the best of them. I'm not a carpenter, but I did build that side as a shop, and I did build that other building up the hill there. But I built that building by myself. That is a 30 by 40, 14 foot high. I do not like heights. I hung the rafters by myself with no help. What I used was a platform lift, and I know a lot of you guys are do-it-yourselfers, and you learn to adapt and overcome, even though I was never a Marine, never claimed to be. But I used the old yellow nylon straps, and I strapped the rafters to the side rail of the platform lift, and up I went with them, back and forth until I got them stood. Probably took 4 times longer than it should have, but more time than money. Unfortunately, the building ended up costing me money in the long run. Yep. Well, I built that to keep the motorhome out of the weather. Not that it's going to help a whole lot, but anyway. Hello, Stacy. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. How are you today? Did you have a good Christmas? So JB, have they got into your foundation, or are they on your time to start the grill? There you go. Are they oh, I can't even think what you call it now. Like I said, I'm not a carpenter. The sill board, have they chewed up the sill board? I know I had a old house that was built back in the I'm going to say late 30s. They made it out of rough cut sawmill and railroad timbers. There's like a block off the railroad. There's probably a railroad house. And I ended up using a lot of bottle jacks to brace and build stuff up to replace a lot of the flooring and sills and stuff. I mean, probably not the safest in the world, but you know, you can get them cheap, and they're easy to manhandle underneath the house. So wow. Yeah, that's crazy. No sill plate. Plus, that sill plate should have been a treated board, and should have had weather stripping between the foundation and the sill plate. But again, I'm not a carpenter. At least that's just the way I do it. But you know, they make YouTube on how to do that stuff. So, and I think that's where a lot of us learn, probably at one time. Might not watch the right channel sometimes, but unfortunately, idiots are kind of a commonplace anymore. Aluminum flashing, yeah. Never thought of that, but yeah, that's good call. I use this, if I can find it here. This is what I used on when I built these barns. was that's what it's made for. It's supposed to allow air to get underneath it, keep the moisture from building up. And don't know if it works, but it's underneath it, so. Yeah, I've got to build a deck this year. I got to do some work on the house too. Decks are falling down. I was going to do it in the fall, but then I thought, well, maybe we can get by one more winter with it. I've got to replace the back door. So, kind of has some of the same issues you're having, but the deck I want to put it's not going to be a big deck, maybe 4x8, but I'm going to put a cover over the top of it. Not really wanting to attach it to the house, but I may end up doing it anyway. Huh. I can't say I've actually built a house on my own. I've remodeled several, and I helped one of my buddies build his house from scratch. I helped him hang the rafters with my tractor, and I ended up doing all the electrical wiring through the whole house for him. So, Lotus, Merry Christmas to you, my friend. How are you? And I even worked on the Ford today, and I still have them. Bruised up, but I still have them. Yeah, I'm not brave enough to do a whole house, I don't think. I've talked about when the wife retires to take and maybe build onto the big barn there and build like a pole barn house and sell it. We're on two pieces of separate property. They're adjoining, but selling the one set of property and kind of cutting back for retirement because I want to travel here in a few years. Hopefully, everything holds out the way it is. So. I could probably do it, but that building cost me a heart attack, so I really don't want to go down that road again. You know, it's kind of one of those things that I was trying to save money and build the building by myself, and it ended up costing me more by the hospital stay and kind of like the marketplace gym that was a bargain that I went to get, and it cost me a new tailgate. So, you know, crap happens in life, unfortunately. Sometimes we spend a dime to save a nickel. Cool. I was talking about the 360 camera the other day. I was telling the wife that it would have been great to have a 360 camera doing that Christmas light video. I could have opened the sunroof and put it on top of the car. That would have worked out grand, but there again, what money I would have had to buy the 360 cameras going in the tailgate. Hello, Chris. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. I checked out your video. I just love that Grimm. I don't know why. I just love it. Probably they're one of my more favorite cars. It's an Ace Pro 2, which is an action camera, not a 360. Okay. I know Randy's. They've got a 360 camera. They've done a couple of their videos on a 360 camera. I always have a hard time trying to fast forward or back up to something I miss, and it ends up moving the screen on me. So, like a GoPro, but better. Well, probably wouldn't have to be much better to be much better to be the GoPro. I've got one myself, and it's all right. It's it does what I need it to do, which all I've got the GoPro 12, and it does what I need it to do. I'd use that in my phone, but there's Brody. You about missed it, buddy. You're the one asked for this. You asked me yesterday if I was going to do a live stream today. I've been on for an hour and 6 minutes. You must have not subscribed and get the notifications, or you would have known that already. You should probably subscribe and click the notification bell. That way you'll know when I am on. A Hero 11, it's not bad. It overheats. Everybody's has the same problem. It says it overheats. Now, Twisted Metal Garage told me yesterday that he's got some kind of a power pack. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but he sent me a link to it. It's about 60 bucks. And he says he hooks it up to his GoPro and it never overheats. And it will last all day long, which is part of the problem with GoPro is that even set at 1080, the batteries only last around an hour fully charged. So, did you? Okay. Did you hit the notification bell, Brody? You may check. Strictly phones now, huh? Huh. Okay. Just checking. Just checking, Brody. Because I know that's why I put on there special live stream by request. Because you requested, so I did. Did as you requested. Because I had not planned on it. Because I normally just do a Wednesday afternoon live. Try not to run into the guys that do stuff at the nighttime. What are you tired today? Did you party all night last Christmas Eve there? My Christmas Eve was pretty uneventful. I think I stayed up and watched Busted Radial's Garage video was what kept me up late. Because I watch my videos from start to finish. Or not my videos, but other guys. Other people. If I watch your video, I'm going to watch it from start to finish. I'm not a quitter. I don't watch for 5 minutes and quit. Because I never know what you're going to come up with. And Chris, I'm going to try your Comet and your Scotch-Brite thing on this Mustang and see if it brings some of the paint back out. Dude, you got good content. You know it. It's all good. I was not bored. I honestly don't watch hardly any television anymore, regular television. I might occasionally watch a little something on Netflix or something. But for the most part, I try to keep up with the people I subscribe to and support their channels. Like I said, I don't know if you was in here yesterday. I used to watch a lot of the larger channels, the large subscriptions. And if I do, I think I've got 3 channels that are on the larger size, what I call large 50,000 sub plus subscribers. But the majority of my channels that I watch and support probably are, I'm going to say, there's a few around 10. Like, I think you've got around 10,000, don't you, Chris? And, but a lot of them are probably 3,000 and under. Uh, I mean, there's some in between and stuff, but for the most part. Merry Christmas, Lars. You been creeping, ain't you? Yeah, creeper. Are you lined up for the ribs there, Lars? I can about smell them ribs cooking already. Are them things gonna be basted, JB? Or they're just gonna be smoked? Yep, Chris is the busiest guy on YouTube. Chris, you said you just use phones to do your recording. Now, do you do the do you download through Bluetooth or do you hardline it? Rub. Okay. Rub is good. What do I have behind me? It's a 99 Mustang with the most awesome 3.8 liter you could ever imagine. That's a joke. If you didn't know, that's a joke. I don't think there was anything awesome about a 3.8 liter. 6 a.m. Oh, I was still asleep at 6 a.m. No little ones to wake me up. You shop at 7, hour ahead of you. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of lackadaisical or whatever that word is, if there is a word. I like to relax, have my morning coffee, and watch my morning YouTube people. And I finally dragged my butt over here around noonish. I'll work 3 or 4 hours or until I get mad or bloody, and then I'm done for the day. I got to the point on the Mustang. Okay, JB. If we get it running. Craig said he had faith in me that I would get it running. And after finding out what I found today, I think I know what the main problem is. But you guys have to wait for the video to see what the main problem is. Go Broncos, huh? I'm not a football watcher. But if you enjoy it, more power. Okay, thanks for coming in, Lotus. I appreciate you, buddy. I'll be over there directly. Steak, potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. Nothing wrong with that. 3 a.m. Oh my gosh. 3 a.m. You are dedicated. You are dedicated. But that's probably why you have 10,000 subscribers and I don't. Now, Chris, do you work a full-time job too, or is this YouTube is your job? And not too far off, JB. I could show you, but it kind of ruined the video. Let's just say I worked on it enough today to start buying parts. So there may be more that I have to buy. But I finally got to the point that I started from scratch and went from one to another to another to another till I found a bingo, and or at least I hope it's the bingo. Ain't gonna be cheap, but it'll be different, I guess. Wow. Well, good for you. Good for you, Chris. That's probably kind of scary and exciting at the same time to go to YouTube full time. Don't get your hopes up too high, JB. I'll do the best I can do. And I promise, no AI. Probably the only AI I would use is be spell check. Because like I say, I flunked Hooked on Phonics. I'm thinking that if I order parts on Christmas Day through Rock Auto, they ought to give me a discount. What do you think? I'm not sure if I could order them from Summit. I don't know if my pocketbook's that deep to order them from Summit. But like I say, the Mustang will end up being probably a multi-part videos because of all the different work that's got to be done. We get it running and it's strong enough, then I plan on working over the rear end, maybe a mini spool or something. If that don't work, I've got lines on a V8 Ford, but I've got to drive a few hundred miles to go get it, change some stuff on it, but the price is right. And again, going back to cheaper's not always better, but you know, when you're as old as I am, you think that way, and it's hard to think any other way. All right, Chris, thanks for stopping in. I'll be looking forward to your next video. Like I said, keep throwing that grim out there. I like it. And your timing on your length of your videos is spot on. Just coming from a wannabe YouTuber. So keep doing what you do. JB, you talking about this rib stuff, it's kind of making me hungry. Not that I'm going to get ribs at my house, but I am getting hungry. And I'm thinking about calling this a wrap for the night. I appreciate you all spending the last hour, 20 minutes with me on Christmas Day. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. So thank you all again. And keep throwing the content out there. I know it's tough sometimes. But hopefully I'll have a video out sometime in the next few days on this Mustang. That's why I've got this in my hand so I can pull the card and see what kind of footage I got and see how bad I can make it. It may end up being 3 hours worth of footage into 10 minutes. I don't know. We'll just have to see. So, but guys, y'all have a good Merry Christmas. And if I don't talk to y'all before New Year's, y'all have a good New Year's too. And JB, you know what to watch out for. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to take your tag. So, but y'all have a good night. Thanks for coming in.